Welcome to this Preactive Pregnancy Yoga, designed specifically for third trimester in helping you to prepare for an easier labour and delivery. Hi, I'm Karen, the founder of Preactive. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe to our Preactive YouTube channel, and drop me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. So let's start with our feet nice and wide. Hands go out, take a big breath here. Exhale, slowly drop down. Again, big breath. Exhale. Breathe. And out. Two more, big breath here. And out. Last one. And just let it go. Staying low here, let your hands come to your thighs and just move from side to side, easing into your hips here. And now from here, dropping down one shoulder, pressing into that other hand and inner thigh. Take the breath, come to center. Exhale, other way. Keep going, breath to center. Exhale. Breath to center. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale. Each side. Last time here, breath. And out. Coming back up into your center. Pigeon toe your toes slightly, lengthen through your spine, and then as you hinge from your hips, lengthen forward. Micro bend into those knees, just come to that halfway point. Drop your hands down, now bend to the knees, curl your way up to standing, breath in. Exhale. Breath tall. Exhale, hinging slowly forward. Drop the hands, bend the knees, breath, lift all the way up. And exhale down. One more breath, tall with your chest. Slowly hinging forward. Bend to the knees, hands dangle, then come all the way up, breath. And out. So just turn this foot outwards here. Maybe press this heel back a little. Lengthen your hands, drop your shoulders, and find your warrior two position. Let your gaze go forward to this hand in front with the bent knee going lower. Maybe a little bob up and down if that feels good for you. Settle into the pose. Let that front palm face up, back hand to the back thigh, lift into Exalted Warrior. Now exhale, release into your side angle pose. Come back up, breath. Lengthen both legs. And now hinge through to the side. Drop the hand, breath, lift the other to the ceiling. Finding your Trikonasana, using any props you need, a block, a chair for assistance. You can always bend this top knee as well. Holding here, breathing. Float this front hand forward all the way to the front hip. Now send that back foot out to the side a little. Find your pyramid pose, hands to hips, or slide them down through your front leg. Breathe here. And down. Bend into that front knee, lift the chest, lift the hands high, find your warrior one. Breathing in. Very slowly release all the way out. Toe heel your feet back in. Let them be slightly wider than hip distance. Hands to the thighs and slide your way down. Now you can either stay here at this low squat or you can go all the way down. Adjust yourself. Maybe place a yoga block underneath you. Whatever you need, breathe here. Notice your mind, notice where it goes. What are your thoughts saying to you right now? Stay one more breath in and out. Placing your hands down, lifting your hips high, bend to the knees, one hand to either thigh to slowly curl your way back up. And then just work into those slow hip circles. And circle back the other way. We find our warrior two on the other side, so step your feet a little bit wider, lengthen your hands, drop down here, bending into this knee, shoulders are soft. Breathe here. Front palm faces up, back hand to back thigh, lift, find your Exalted Warrior. Releasing, elbow to thigh, top hand up and over, hold here for a breath in. Stay for the breath out. Come back up. Straighten both legs, hinge, and then slowly drop this hand down, lift the top hand up. Use any props that you might need. Breathe here. Let this front hand come all the way down towards your top hip. Step that back foot out a little. Hands to the hips, breath, lengthen spine, or you can let your hands begin to slide down that front leg. Breathe here. Bend into the front knee, lift the chest, hold up, breath in. Stay as you exhale. Release, open out to face me, toe heel your feet back in. Shake that out. Coming through to the top of your mat. So we take a breath in here, lift the chest, open, look up. Then we exhale, we go folding forward. Take a halfway lift breath. As you exhale, bend into the knees, hips go back, let your hands go forward, up into your chair pose. Breathing here, deep, slow breaths. Weight to the heels, slight tuck of the tail, engage through your core, think pelvic floor. We're here, 3, 2, and 1, all the way forward fold. Allow your body just to sway a little from side to side. And then bend into your knees, place your hands to the ground and step one foot back, followed by the other. Find your downward facing dog. If it's getting too much to be here in your down dog, feel free to use a chair as an option to place your hands on to be higher. Pedaling those feet if that feels good for you. Breathe in, lift both heels up. Exhale, press both heels back down. Big breath in, lift those heels. And exhale, press both heels down. Slowly lowering your knees down towards the ground. Let your elbows drop down. Let your head drop and release. Keeping your hips high, just letting your belly dangle. Be soft here. As we work here just into a little bit of vocal toning, we'll start with just one hum, which is with the mouth closed, and then we'll do 2 rounds of any vowel of your choice. I'll be choosing just an ah sound. The idea here is to keep it low, keep it deep, and just use it to help you in your body to relax, but also to work and focus. So we'll do 3 breaths, starting with a hum, followed by 2 vowels. Breathing in. Now open your mouth. One more. And from here, just slide your way back into your child's pose if that feels better. Otherwise, stay high if you prefer that. You can drop the head all the way down, or you can just place your hands into your head into your hands if you lift your hands up. Whatever suits you best. Just breathe here. One more big breath in. And down. Coming all the way up as we work now into some side lying, just letting your legs go out. You can always use a cushion here just for a little bit more comfort. Let your head rest down onto your arm if you don't have the cushion. Hand out in front of you, both knees are bent. We're just lifting this top leg up and staying there as we work with a lift. And then a lower. And then a lift. And then a lower. Good. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Halfway here. Lifting and lowering. Two more. Last one. Good. Slowly release. Letting that leg go out long and just working with some small circles. Having this top hip slightly forward if you can. That's it. And then circle back the other way. Getting those hip stabilizers working and that mobility through the pelvis, the hip joint. And then slow release, slide it in, give it a nice rub. If you feel comfortable to do a quad stretch here, just bend that top knee and draw your foot towards your heel. If you can't reach it, just bend it and try to draw it back. Don't strain yourself to do this. Just breathe. Slow release. Now we'll try for a figure 4 stretch while side lying. So it's simply just putting that foot in front of the knee. If you don't like this one or it just feels weird, you can do this in a seated position. We're heading up to sitting next anyway, so you can meet us there. Breathing here, pressing that knee away. Beautiful. Release. Up you come. Over to the other side. Take your time. There's no rush to be anywhere. Slowly lower your way down. And from here, it's the same thing. So lift the foot and just work with lifting and lowering that knee. Aiming for 10 here. Lift. Good. Keep breathing. That's halfway. Two more. Good. Release. Give it a good rub. From here, send that top leg out, and we're just working with some circles, but try your best to make sure that top hip is slightly forward if you can, like you're leaning your weight a little bit forward. And then circle back the other way. Three, 2, and 1. Bend into that top knee. If you can, grab a hold of it, do. Breathe here. And then release. If you can, just place that foot over and hold, remembering we are next heading up to a seat, so you can go for that seated glute stretch instead. Breathe here. Perfect. Slowly release. Let yourself come all the way up. From here, sending your legs wide as feels okay for you, and sitting up onto a cushion here is going to help you as well, especially to feel a bit longer, to have a little bit more space. Grab a hold of an imaginary wooden spoon as we just work slowly with some movements to stretch through the hips, through your hamstrings, releasing tension through your back and your shoulders. Breathe here. And then slowly go back the other way. Just one more. Beautiful. Allow those feet to come towards each other. The closer you have your heels towards you, the more intense this is going to be. So you just judge it for yourself. Take a breath in, lengthen as tall as you can. Maybe a tiny bend into those elbows to pull your body slightly forward. Maybe not, and that's okay. Breathing here. And then release. Let your feet just come flat out in front of you and just drop. letting those knees float from side to side. Perfect. Okay. We are coming up into a kneel. Now the idea here is you'll just come forward and send one leg out to the side. So you've just got that length out in front of you, out to the side of you. And we're just tucking the back toe of this side in, and we drop back and come forward. Back and forward. So a beautiful stretch for your adductor, inner thighs. A great birth prep move here. And release. Same side as the long leg, lifts up. And then a little twist. Again, big breath, lift up. And a little twist. Last one, big breath in. And twist. Place that hand back down. Slowly draw that knee back in underneath your hip. We go to the other side, straight out. So lengthen it out. Tuck the back toe under and then just forward and back. Slow down with your breath here. One more. And then from here, reach that hand out to the side, up. And thread it through. Again, big breath here. Thread it through. Last one. And thread it through. Placing the hand down, sliding your way back. Now you can come either through to a kneel, a seat, or if you prefer to lie down here, we're working just with a little bit of breath work to finish up. So wherever you find yourself, maybe close down your eyes. Maybe connecting one hand to your baby. And just scan your body. Notice if there's any tense spots. Acknowledge that. And bring your awareness to your breath. Notice the flow of your breath and see if you have the chance to start to deepen that breath. So we just work here with just a few rounds of a counting breath pattern. We'll work with 4 for the count in and 6 for the count out, with the idea of having that longer breath out to help to rest our digestive system, our relaxation system, our nervous system, just to settle back down, to stay within that zone as much as we can, particularly later in our pregnancy. So if the 4 and 6 is too long, go with your own count. So we breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more round in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take just one more big breath in and out. And thank you for joining me in this practice. If you like that, give it a thumbs up and drop me a comment. I would love to know where you're at in your journey, how you're going, how you found that. For more just like this, head over to preactive.com.